Welcome to the Changes to the Team episode for Gameweek 15. Before we get on to the team selection for the upcoming game week, let's take a look at the points scored in Gameweek 14. It was a poor return from the defence this week, with only Marcos Alonso producing points. The Chelsea wingback provided the assist for his team's third goal against Man City. West Brom conceded just the one goal, as they have done on so many occasions this season, meaning no clean sheets for Ben Foster or Gareth McCauley. Saints suffered an unexpected 3-0 defeat to a hungry Crystal Palace side, meaning just the 1 point for Cedric Soares. In midfield, once again it was a Chelsea player who got the only significant return, as Eden Hazard was the man to get on the end of Marcos Alonso's assist. Roberto Firmino failed to hit the target with either of his 2 goal attempts, while Gylfi Sigurdsson was kept quiet by a strong Spurs defence. Theo Walcott had a couple of half chances against West Ham, but failed to find the target with any of his 3 goal attempts, before being subbed off around the 65-minute mark. Arsenal then went on to score 4 goals, 3 of which came from the highly owned and highly captained Alexis Sanchez, and that was the crucial turning point that saw a potential green arrow become a painful red one. It's always risky to go without someone as explosive as Sanchez, and any non-owners have certainly paid the price for that gamble over the last 2 game weeks. On a more positive note, Harry Kane was the transfer in this week, and his brace as captain saw a return of 26 points. The Spurs striker was unfortunate not to produce more goals, having taken a total of 8 shots with 6 hitting the target, and also having a goal ruled out for offside. But it was a disappointing week for both Sergio Aguero and Charlie Austin, who scored a combined 0 points. The City striker's challenge on David Luiz saw him receive a red card and a 4-match ban. So it's not a great score, just 53 points with a 4-point hit to be deducted, which sees a huge drop in rank down to around 288k. It is a big shame, as it's kind of undone all the good work previously to climb back up. But as I always say, there's still plenty of time to go, and the Christmas period is usually a time for active FPL managers to gain some ground on those that are a little bit less active, because the deadlines come thick and fast. So now let's take a look ahead to Game Week 15. It's always risky to take hits, but with Diego Costa and Alexis Sanchez each set for the maximum 0.3 price rise due to Sergio Aguero's suspension, it was a case of now or never. Long term, these moves allow for a front 7 that includes most of the big hitters in the game, so it's an investment that should work out over the next few game weeks. Chelsea and Arsenal each have favourable fixtures in Game Week 15 against West Brom and Stoke, and one of the 2 new signings will take the captain's armband, so there is the chance of quickly making back the 8 points that it's taken to bring them in. The third transfer of Ben Foster to Eldin Jakupovic is simply a case of freeing up cash to afford the other moves, with Jordan Pickford becoming the starting goalkeeper for the foreseeable future. Jakupovic was chosen ahead of the other 4 million options because he looked to have a small chance of winning his place back following an impressive performance against Newcastle in the Cup. However, after Marshall retained his place for Hull's loss to Middlesbrough on Monday night, it seems much less likely. So here's how the team looks after making those changes. Each of the starting defenders have a home fixture in Game Week 15. Cedric Soares hosts Middlesbrough, Jordi Amat faces Sunderland at home, and Marcos Alonso is up against West Brom. There are also favourable fixtures in attack too, with 6 of the front 7 having the home advantage, against the likes of West Brom, Stoke, West Ham, Sunderland and Middlesbrough. For captaincy this week, Diego Costa and Eden Hazard are options to consider, as Chelsea host West Brom, but Alexis Sanchez is in incredible form and will most likely take the armband for his home fixture against Stoke. As always, be sure to follow FPLtips on Twitter for the confirmed team and captaincy selection, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video. FanDuel is a one-day fantasy football game where you can play for real money. Enter a new contest every Premier League weekend. Challenge the FPLtips team in this week's fan favourite contest, and you could win a share of £4,000. So before I tell you exactly how you can get involved, let's take a look at the FPLtips team for this game week. We're backing Saints to return to form and pick up a clean sheet against Middlesbrough, with Fraser Forster in goal. We've gone cheap at the back, with Niam and Fabio, but splashed out for Chelsea's Marcos Alonso, who has a chance of providing attacking returns at home to West Brom. Hazard and Sigurdsson are the most expensive midfielders chosen, for their favourable fixtures against West Brom and Sunderland. Snodgrass and Lallana provide budget options, as Hull host Palace and Liverpool host West Ham. And up front, we've gone for value options in Divock Origi and Christian Benteke, but have splashed out for the consistent Chelsea striker Diego Costa. So if you think you can beat this team, head over to fanduel.co.uk via the link in the description below and enter the fan favourite league. Use the promo code FPLtips and FanDuel will match your first deposit all the way up to £400. Bonus credit is earned as you play at a rate of 5%. They'll also give you back your first stake if you don't win, up to the value of £10. So if you're over 18 and you'd like to get involved, head over to fanduel.co.uk and use the promo code FPLtips.